question. Now, till now, we discussed negative remainder concept, but there is a drawback with negative remainder concept. What is the negative remainder concept? Negative reminders, what is the drawback of negative remainder concept? Why are we discussing Euler's theorem? Drawback of negative remainder. Why we should know Euler theorem, or how it helps to solve the questions much more faster time. Drawback of negative remainder theorem. Suppose, for example, if the question is 3 power 40 divided by 25. If in the exam 3 power 40 divided by 25 it is asked. According to our negative remainder logic, what is the logic? We have to find out which power of numerator when divided by denominator, either I will get +1 or -1. Which power of numerator when divided by denominator, either I will get +1 or -1. 3 square divided by 25, 9. 3 cube divided by 25, 27 by 25, 2. 3 power 4, 81. 81 divided by 25, I am not getting. 3 power 6, 729. 729 divided by 25, we are not getting. We are not able to determine which power of 3 when divided by 25, it is +1 or -1. So for a lot of problems, till now whatever the problems that we solved, you are able to determine which power of numerator when divided by denominator, it is +1 or -1. But in a lot of problems you cannot do it. So what is the drawback of negative remainder? If the power of numerator when divided by denominator, is not giving +1 or -1 in less time, then these negative remainder concept is little ineffective. See these questions. 3 power 40 divided by 25. 3 power 40 divided by 25. You are unable to determine which power of 3 when divided by 25. I will get +1 or -1. So Euler has proposed a very interesting theorem to find out which power of numerator. Now see here. Now first we will discuss the theorem. I hope you understood the drawback of negative remainder theorem. Now see here. What is Euler's theorem? Euler's theorem states a power phi of n in higher algebra by Hall and Nat textbook. They call it as quotient of n. A power phi of n divided by n, it will directly give you 1 when A and P are n are co-prime to each other. What do you mean by co-prime to each other? HCF of the numerator base and the denominator, it should be 1. A power phi of n divided by n, it is nothing but 1. It is when A and n are co-prime to each other. Two numbers are said to be co-prime to each other. If they got only one factor common, and that one factor it is 1. And the another thing is, n is nothing but a composite number. Euler's theorem is used when the denominator it is a composite number. Euler's theorem is used when the denominator it is a composite number. Then what is phi of n? Phi of n, when I discuss co-primes, I will tell you its application in divisibility function. First we will write down the function. Quotient function. Quotient function means write down the number as a power of prime basis. As a power of prime basis. What are P1, P2, P3? P1, P2, P3. They are all prime numbers. They are all prime numbers. They are all prime numbers. Quotient of n is given by quotient of n is given by 1 minus 1 by P1, 1 minus 1 by P2, 1 minus 1 by P3. Sir, from where we got 1 minus 1 by P1, 1 minus 1 by P2, 1 minus 1 by P3? Whenever I am discussing an co-prime concept, I will discuss in detail. Now today's class, we will just see its application. Quotient Euler's theorem is used. Euler's theorem is used when the denominator it is a composite number. When the denominator it is a composite number. Euler's theorem is used when the denominator it is a composite number. Any composite number can be written as a power of prime numbers. 12 is 2 square into 3. 30 is 2 into 3 into 5. 42 is 2 into 3 into 7. 105 is 3 into 5 into 7. Write the number as a power of prime numbers. 1 minus 1 by P1. Just to give you from where we got 1 minus 1 by P1. How many numbers are not divisible? There is a definition that is attached to quotient function. Because it might be a little bouncer for you. I'll just discuss the application part of it. But I will say the definition of a quotient function. Quotient function is the number of natural numbers less than or equivalent to n and co-prime to n. Number of natural numbers. I will write down the definition here. In case if you want to know more about this one, in standard textbooks, it is called tau of n. Tau is the Greek word. Quotient of n. I will write the definition here. Number of numbers. Number of numbers. Number of numbers less than or equivalent to n and co-prime to n. This is the definition of quotient function. Number of numbers less than or equivalent to n and co-prime to n. Number of numbers less than or equivalent to n and co-prime to n. In case if you want to know more about it, this is available. The concept is available in the book Higher Algebra by Hall and Knight. This is one of the very good books. Students who are preparing for IIT must have referred it. This concept, whatever I am discussing, is taken from this book. Higher Algebra by Hall and Knight. Higher Algebra by Hall and Knight. Problems based on Euler's theorem. Problems based on Euler's theorem. Negative remainder in not all the cases where the power of numerator when divided by denominator will give you plus 1 minus 1 directly. So we will make use of this Euler theorem to get the answer fast. To get the answer